Hi everyone, my name is Hassan Ali Khan and I am a PhD student from North Carolina State University. Today I will present our work on removing the barriers to analyze the availability and search pricing of ride-sharing services. This work is a part of my PhD research and done with my co-authors Hassan Iqbal, Dr. Mohammed Shahzad and Dr. Guoliang. The popularity of gig economy is the motivation for this project. Gig economy is a labor market. It is characterized by the prevalence of short-term contracts for sharing of goods and resources. Ride-sharing services are significant stakeholders of the gig economy market, billions of completed rides worldwide. Even after such an impact on the socio-economic fabric of current times, ride-sharing services are not transparent and do not make the data of their supply, utilization, and surge pricing public. Because of this lack of transparency, ride-sharing services have heaved public distrust in the past. Some of the related headlines are shown in this slide. We discuss the state-of-the-art research using the official and aggregated datasets of supply utilization, idle time, and idle distance collectively referred to as availability, and different attributes of such pricing provided by ride-sharing services. Researchers have explored various aspects of ride-sharing services like prediction models for supply and utilization, pricing in different neighborhoods, and factors that influence the usage of ride-sharing services. But there are certain limitations of the related works, such as related works are limited in terms of regions and ride-sharing services they study. Most of the related studies used restrictive data collection methods, such as user surveys, paying for the rides, and driving for ride-sharing services. Based on the limitations of related work, we formulated our research statement to develop the methods that can address the concern of unavailability of public data of ride-sharing services. Therefore, we decided to build a public tool that can provide the information of availability and search pricing of multiple ride-sharing services worldwide. As a use case to highlight the utility of that tool, we quantified the impact of current pandemic on the availability and search pricing of ride-sharing services in different parts of the world. To develop the generic scripts for large-scale data collection, we recorded the web traces of official applications of selected ride-sharing services using an Android emulator and HTTPS web proxy. Next, we filtered the recorded web traces to find the web requests of nearby vehicles and search pricing information of each ride-sharing service application. Ride-sharing measurement suite, that is referred to as RMS. The public tool that we developed in this project collects the data of 10 ride-sharing services in 9 countries using the filtered web requests. It executes the filtered web requests of nearby vehicles and search pricing information continuously from hundreds of geolocations worldwide. It then analyzes the collected datasets to find the supply utilization, idle time, idle distance, search frequencies, search radii, lifespan, and search effects on supply and utilization using the algorithms presented in the paper. The summary of the RMS execution is as follows. First, it collects the data of nearby vehicles and search pricing of multiple ride-sharing services around the world. Then it cleans and analyzes the collected datasets. Later, it dynamically generates the output scripts. Finally, it makes the output scripts publicly available. Next, there are 3 endpoints available on RMS for each ride-sharing service operating in supported cities. Following are the details of each endpoint. One can get the information of real-time supply of ride-sharing services in different neighborhoods of a specific city. One can also get the information of utilization in those neighborhoods along with the info of idle time and idle distance. Last, one can also access the real-time information of search multiplier value in different regions along with the expected lifespan of each search instance and the nearest non-searching geolocation. All of the mentioned data points can be accessed through a graphical user interface and a set of public REST APIs. Using the data collected and analyzed through RMS, we quantified the impact of COVID-19 on the availability and surge pricing of ride-sharing services. We make several key observations that were unnoticed in the previous related works, such as during the pandemic, we observed 54% fewer ride-sharing service vehicles in the cities of our experiment. We also observed a 6% increase in the utilization of available vehicles of ride-sharing services. We also observed 5 times increase in the search frequency of ride-sharing services, crediting to the decreased supply and increased utilization. We find search multiplier value decreases by at least 50% if we walk half a mile away from the search location. In our search impact analysis, we observe a 9% increase in the supply volume of ride-sharing services in almost 80% of total recorded search instances. However, out of total vehicles that moved in the searching areas to increase the supply, only 9% of those were the new vehicles. It implies that during the search instances, the existing supply of ride-sharing services gets redistributed geographically to the places where the search multipliers are greater than 1. That may result in the long wait times and less supply in the areas where the drivers are moving away from. RMS can help further the qualitative and quantitative research studies related to ride-sharing services. Thank you.